Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Explain Maths. Now in this video I am going to start with chapter 4, which is linear equations in two variables. And this is the introductory video, as well as I'll solve few example sums and exercise 4.1 of the chapter linear equations in two variables. So let's begin the class. First of all, what is linear equation in one variable? You have already studied this in grade 8, right? Linear equation in one variable. So what is the meaning of this? So to understand this, let's first frame the algebraic expression for this statement, which I have given over here. And the statement is 5 added to twice of x. So for this, the algebraic expression can be written as either 2x plus 5 or 5 plus 2x. Okay, both are same because addition is commutative. You can write in any order. So the expression for 5 added to twice of x is 2x plus 5. Now, if I again reframe it as 5 added to twice of x gives 11. So now we can write it as 2x plus 5 is equal to 11. Now this is a equation. Okay. Now why I am telling this is a equation? We have to note these points which I have already done in grade 8. First of all, this is having only one variable, and here you can see your variable is x. Okay. So linear equation in one variable, first thing it will have a one variable. Second, power of the variable will be 1. That is the meaning of linear. The power of the variable will be 1. So here you can see the power of x is 1. Next, why it is called as an equation? Because the equation will have a left hand side, right hand side, as well as an equality sign. Okay. And one very important thing for an equation, when you say it will have one variable, and the variable can be either in LHS or in RHS, or it can be in both LHS and RHS. Okay. Next, linear equation in one variable will have a unique solution. Now what is the meaning of unique solution? Unique solution means it will have only one solution. So you already know how to solve this equation, right? So if you solve it, it will be 2x is equal to, now transpose 5 to other side, so it will be 11 minus 5, which will give you 2x equal to 6, isn't it? Now if you transpose 2 to other side, it will be 6 by 2, and the answer is 3. Now unique solution means this equation will be satisfied only for the value of x as 3. Now you can check quickly. Take the LHS, now put the value of x as 3. So 2 into 3, 6, 6 plus 5, 11, which is equal to your RHS. You will not able to find any other value of x which will satisfy this equation. Okay, that's why we say linear equation in one variable will have a unique solution. It will have only one solution. Okay, so this is all about linear equation in one variable, which we have already studied in grade 8, isn't it? I was just trying to do a quick recap of what you have studied in grade 8. Now next, again I have taken a statement, sum of two numbers is 58. Now how I am going to express it as an equation? Here it is given there are two numbers whose sum is 58. So what I am going to do, I will assume let my first number be x and second number as y. Now I can write that sum is equal to 58. So x plus y is equal to 58. Now here in this equation you can see it has two variables, and the variables are x and y. It has LHS, RHS and equality sign, as well as the power of both the variable is 1. So such type of equation is known as linear equation in two variable. Okay, because it has two variable x and y. It is linear because the power of the variable is 1. An equation means it will have LHS, RHS and equality sign. So we call it as linear equation in two variables. So in grade 9 you have to study about linear equation in two variables. Now let me give you few more example of linear equation in two variables. And the variables linear equations are as follows. I have given here around 4 equations. All you can see they have a two variable and the power of the variable is 1. So here variable is s and t, here is p and q, here is u and v, and here is x and y. And the power of the variable is 1 in all the example. Now this linear equation can be further written as 1.2s plus 3t minus 5 equal to 0. Now from where I got minus 5? I transpose 5 from here RHS to LHS. Same way here, transpose 7 to LHS. So it becomes P plus 4Q minus 7 equal to 0. Here also I have transposed 9 to the LHS, and here I have transposed 3 to the RHS and then swap the LHS and RHS. Okay, so these are my linear equation in two variable. So in general, we can say that any equation which can be put in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and where a, b and c are real numbers and a and b are not both 0 is called linear equation in two variable. Now try to understand this. What it says, it should be in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now here you can see it is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now here you can see it is minus, but actually we can write it as in the form of ax plus by plus c. How? I can write it as 1.2s plus 3t plus minus 5 equal to 0. Now my A is 1.2, my B is 3 and my C is minus 5. And what should be the condition? A, B and C are real numbers. Now real numbers means in under real number all the number will come. Okay, it will have natural number, whole number, integers, fractions, rational number, everything will come under real number. So this A, B and C, it can be integer, it can be natural number, it can be rational number, anything is possible. But there is a condition, A and B are not both 0. Okay, your A and B should not be 0. Because if your A will become 0, 0 multiplied by any number is 0. So what will happen? Ax will become 0, so it will become linear equation in one variable. Same way, B should not be equal to 0, because if B is 0, B into Y means 0 into Y, this term will become 0. So you will left with Ax plus C. Again, it will become a linear equation in one variable. So to linear equation in two variable, this A and B should not be equal to 0. I hope it is clear now to everybody. Okay. Now we will solve few example sums, then it will become more clear. And then slowly we will move to exercise 4.1. Now this is the first example question. Write each of the following equations in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. Now this is my first equation. So first let me write in the form of ax plus by plus c. So it will become 2x plus 3y minus 4.37 equal to 0. Now for more better understanding, you can rewrite as 2x plus 3y plus minus 4.37 equal to 0. Now from here, now this equation you can compare with your general equation. So here you will get A as 2, B as 3 and your C is minus 4.37. So this is the first answer. Now same way we will do the second question. X minus 4 minus 3y. Okay, so it will become x minus 4 minus 3y equal to 0. Okay, now I'm going to rearrange it. So it will be x minus 3y minus 4 equal to 0. Further, I can write it as x plus minus 3y plus minus 4 equal to 0. Now your A is 1, B is minus 3 and C is minus 4. So this is your A, B and C. Now moving to the next question. 4 equal to 5x minus 3y. So here what I am going to do, I will swap first RHS and LHS. It will become 5x minus 3y equal to 4. Now transpose 4 from RHS to LHS. Okay. And now directly I am going to write ABC. So A will be 5, B is minus 3 and C is minus 4. Now I left one step because now you can do it in mentally, isn't it? It can be written as 5x plus minus 3y plus minus 4. Now next fourth part is 2x equal to y. So this I can write as 2x minus y and it does not have c part. Okay, so plus 0 equal to 0. So now your A is 2, B is minus 1 and C is equal to 0. So this is your question number 1 of the example question. Now we will do question number 2 of the example sums. Example 2, the question is write each of the following as an equation in two variables. And the first question is x is equal to minus 5. So you have to write these equation in the form of two variables. And we know that the general form of linear equation in two variable is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So I have to express this in the form of ax plus by plus c. So my first step is I am going to transpose minus 5 from RHS to LHS. So it will be x plus 5 equal to 0. If you see this equation, it does not have y variable. So what I can do, I will rewrite it as 1 into x. Now this dot means multiplication plus 0 into y plus 5 equal to 0. Why I have written 0 into y? Because there is no term having variable y. So I don't have to do any change in the given equation. Without doing any change, I have to write in the form of ax plus by plus c. So 0 into y is 0 only. So it will not affect this equation. And x is having a numerical coefficient of 1. So 1 into x plus 0 into y plus 5 equal to 0 is a linear equation in two variable. Now second question, y equal to 2. So again I am going to transpose 2 from RHS to LHS. So y minus 2 equal to 0. Again this equation does not have a term having variable x. So I will write as 0 into x plus numerical coefficient of y is 1. So 1 into y minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, now moving to third question, 2x equal to 3. So again I am going to transpose 3 from RHS to LHS. So 2x minus 3 equal to 0. It does not have a term having variable y. So I can write it as 2 into x plus 0 into y minus 3 equal to 0. Now the last question is 5y equal to 2. So it can be written as 5y minus 2 equal to 0. Again the term having variable x is not there. So I will write as 0 into x plus 5 into y minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so this is example number 2. Now I am going to solve exercise 4.1. Okay. Exercise 4.1, question number 1. The cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Write a linear equation in two variables to represent this statement. And hint is given that you have to take the cost of a notebook be x rupees and that of a pen be y rupees. So, okay, let us first write, let the cost of the notebook be x rupees and the cost of the pen be y rupees. Then what question says? According to the question, the cost of the notebook means x rupees is twice the cost of pen. So it is very easy equation you will form. It will be x equal to twice of the cost of pen, which is y. So x equal to 2y. Now further it can be written as x minus 2y equal to 0. So this is your linear equation in two variable. You can see here you have two variable x and y, isn't it? And the c term is 0 over here. You can see only x and y is there. There is no c term given here. So this is the required linear equation in two variables. Now I will move to question number 2. Question to express the following linear equations in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. So first question is 2x plus 3y equal to 9.35 and on 5 there is a bar, right? This means that this actually it is a repeating decimal, okay, where it is 9.35555, it is keep on coming. So to represent that we have to put this bar. Now we have to represent it in the form of ax plus by plus c and then you have to give the values of a, b and c. So we have already solved the example questions related to this. So same way we have to do. First transpose 9.35 from RHS to LHS. Okay. And now a value is 2, b value is 3 and c is minus 9.35. Okay. Now the second question, x minus y by 5 minus 10 equal to 0. So here if you want, you can write it as x plus minus y by 5 plus minus 10 equal to 0. Or you can do mentally also and just write a is 1, b is minus 1 by 5 and c is minus 10. Okay, so don't get confused that here it's a fraction. Yes, it can be a fraction because the condition was a, b, c can be a real number, and under real number you will have natural number, whole number, integers, rational number, everything will come, isn't it? And minus 1 by 5 is a rational number, so you can write in this form. Now next question, minus 2x plus 3y equal to 6. So again first transpose 6 from RHS to LHS. Now minus 2x plus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. So your A is minus 2, B is 3 and C is minus 6. Next is x equal to 3y. So you can write as x minus 3y plus 0 equal to 0. C term is not there, so I have written 0. Now your A is 1, B is minus 3 and C is 0. So this is question number 2. First 4 questions I have done. Now it has another 4 questions that I will do now. Now next is 2x equal to minus 5y. So again I can write it as 2x plus 5y and it does not have C term, so plus 0 equal to 0. Now your A is 2, B is 5 and C is 0. So you can see these questions are very simple. You can pause the video and solve by yourself also. Now sixth question, 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Now here you don't have any term having variable y. So first you have to write as 3x plus 0 into y plus 2 equal to 0. So your A is 3, B is 0 and C is 2. Next, y minus 2 equal to 0. Now here it does not have a term having variable x. So you have to write as 0 into x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. So your A is 0, B is 1 and C is minus 2. Next 5 equal to 2x. So this can be written as 2x minus 5 equal to 0. Here y term is not there, so you can write 2x plus 0 into y minus 5 equal to 0. So your A value is 2, B is 0 and C is minus 5. So that's all the question I have done from first exercise and it was very easy also. So I'll suggest you pause the video, okay, solve by yourself and then you can cross check your answer. And still if you have any doubt, you can write to me in the comment box. If you feel my video is useful, please share and subscribe as soon as possible and share with your friends also. Thank you.